Her name was Daenerys, my second wife. The first time I beheld her, I thought she was a goddess come to earth. The maid herself made flesh. Her birth was far above my own. She was the youngest daughter of Lord Leighton Hightower of Oldtown. The White Bull, who commanded your father's King's Guard, was her great-uncle. The Hightowers are an ancient family, very rich and very proud. My home, you must understand that to understand the rest. Bear Island is beautiful, but remote. Imagine old gnarled oaks and tall pines, flowering thorn bushes, grey stones bearded with moss, little creeks running icy down steep hillsides. The hall of the Mormonts is built of huge logs and surrounded by an earthen palisade. Aside from a few crofters, my people live among the coasts and fish the seas. The island lies far to the north, and our winters are more terrible than you can imagine, Khaleesi. Still, the island suited me well enough, and I never lacked for women. I had my share of fishwives and crofters' daughters, before and after I was wed. I married young, to a bride of my father's choosing, a Glover of Deepwood Mutt. 10 years we were wed, or near enough, as makes no matter. She was a plain-faced woman, but not unkind. I suppose I came to love her, after a fashion, though our relations were dutiful rather than passionate. 3 times she miscarried while trying to give me an heir. The last time she never recovered. She died not long after. By then my father had taken the black, so I was lord of Bear Island in my own right. I had no lack of marriage offers, but before I could reach a decision, Lord Balon Greyjoy rose in rebellion against the usurper, and Ned Stark called his banners to help his friend Robert. The final battle was on Pike, when Robert's stone throwers opened a breach in King Balon's wall. A priest from Myr was the first man through, but I was not far behind, and for that I won my knighthood. To celebrate his victory, Robert ordained that a tourney should be held outside Lannisport. It was there I saw Daenerys, a maid half my age. She had come up from Oldtown with her father to see her brothers joust. I could not take my eyes off her. In a fit of madness, I begged her favor to wear in the tourney, never dreaming she would grant my request. Yet she did. I fight as well as any man, Khaleesi, but I have never been a tourney knight. Yet with Daenerys' favor knotted round my arm, I was a different man. I won joust after joust. Lord Jason Mallister fell before me, and Bronze Jon Royce, Sir Ryman Frey, his brother, Sir Hostine, Lord Went, Strongbore, even Sir Boros Blunt of the King's Guard. I unhorsed them all. In the last match, I broke 9 lances against Jaime Lannister to no result, and King Robert gave me the champion's laurel. I crowned Daenerys Queen of Love and Beauty, and that very night went to her father and asked for her hand. I was drunk as much on glory as on wine. By rights, I should have gotten a contemptuous refusal, but Lord Leighton accepted my offer. We were married there in Lannisport, and for a fortnight I was the happiest man in the wide world. A fortnight was how long it took us to sail from Lannisport back to Bear Island. My home was a great disappointment to Daenerys. It was too cold, too damp, too far away. My castle no more than a wooden long hall. We had no masks, no mummer shows, no balls or fairs. Seasons might pass without a singer ever coming to play for us. There's no goldsmith on the island. Even meals became a trial. And Daenerys soon lost her taste for fish and venison. I lived for her smiles. And so I sent all the way to Old Town for a new cook, and brought a harper from Lannisport, goldsmiths, jewelers, dressmakers, whatever she wanted, I found for her. But it was never enough. Bear Island is rich in bears and trees, and poor in aught else. I built a fine ship for her, and we sailed to Lannisport and Old Town for festivals and fairs, and once even to Bravos, where I borrowed heavily from the moneylenders. It was as a tourney champion that I had won her heart and hand, so I entered other tourneys for her sake. But the magic was gone. I never distinguished myself again, and each defeat meant the loss of another charger and another suit of jousting armor, which must needs be ransomed or replaced. The cost could not be borne. Finally, I insisted we return home, but there matters grew even worse than before. I could no longer pay the cook and the harper, and Daenerys grew wild when I spoke of pawning her jewels. The rest, I did things it shames me to speak of, for gold, so Daenerys might keep her jewels, her harper, and her cook. In the end, it cost me all. When I heard that Eddard Stark was coming to Bear Island, I was so lost to honor that rather than stay and face his judgment, I took her with me into exile. Nothing mattered but our love, I told myself. We fled to Lyce, where I sold my ship for gold to keep us. In half a year my gold was gone, and I was obliged to take service as a sellsword. While I was fighting Bravossi on the Rhoyne, Daenerys moved into the manse of a merchant prince named Jorah Mormont. They say she is his chief concubine now, and even his wife goes in fear of her. Do you hate her? Almost as much as I love her. Pray excuse me, my queen. I find I am very tired.